It's a Thursday, and you know what that means. Yes, another exciting episode of My.na Cars with me, your favorite passenger princess, Diana Master. Now, today we're switching things up just a tiny bit. We don't necessarily have a test drive in store, but fear not because we are still talking all things cars, and we will be right back right after this. You're still watching My.na Cars. Now, like I said earlier, we are shifting gears and we are starting off with Chisenga Mabuku from Pulse Events, and she's talking to us about an event that they curated to teach women more about car maintenance. Let's see what she had to say.
Good day, viewers. Welcome to yet another fun-filled and exciting episode of My.na Cars. Of course, I'm very excited to be joined by the head innovator and founder of Pulse Events, Chisenga Mavuku. Hi, how are you doing?
Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing absolutely amazing.
Awesome.
All right, so last week you hosted the She Drives Mastering Car Maintenance initiative. Tell me about that. What inspired the idea?
Okay, so the idea was actually inspired by me, the head procrastinator of procrastinators. I've been procrastinating to get my license, so I figured, why don't I take a bunch of accountability partners with me while I actually try and tick this one item off my vision board again, because I've been trying to for the past 5 years.
5 years, yes.
So learners, notice everything, and then time to drive. I'm like, oh, okay. So I also thought I probably am not the only one that is suffering with this. So let's make it fun and get the items off the vision board, put some faith into it, and actually get working. So while we do that, we also have some fun and some bubbly. Non-alcoholic, of course, but yes.
All right, so run me down what happened throughout the event.
All right, so it was very nice. Firstly, the girls really came all dressed up and ready. Firstly, all the ladies looked so lovely. That's
Yes.
one thing. We had quite a number of partners on board, and they were also so very generous. We had Modern Driving School on board that was actually giving away driving school vouchers.
Ooh.
We had Learners for You that gave away some vouchers as well. We had M&Z that actually gave us the Mercedes to work on.
Ooh.
So we were changing tires on a Mercedes.
Girl.
We were learning how to change tires
Girl.
on a Mercedes. So yeah, and then we had the Village Garden. That was our venue. We had CIC, which is Annabelle.
Yes.
Yeah, Annabelle, non-alcoholic to promote safe drinking.
Yes,
safe
safe driving.
Yes, safe driving.
That is absolutely
And we
amazing.
had our canapes and our food spread out by the village garden. So yeah, it was quite interesting.
Absolutely love
Yeah.
to see women coming together to talk about
Yes,
cars. Not
yes,
something that you see
yes.
quite often. And I think as a procrastinator myself for getting your license, that is definitely a good initiative that you
Thank
set
you,
out there.
thank you.
All right, so tell us about the vision and overall objective of this event.
So the vision was not only to learn how to change tires, of course, to get the women networking,
Yes.
to empower women, and to actually encourage women like myself to know that we can do it. It's not just about men. The men don't have to do everything. We need
Yes.
you, men, but we can do it too. So I figured we could actually try and make it fun and include just women empowerment, girl power, over brunch.
Over brunch.
Over brunch.
And ladies love brunch.
Ladies love brunch. Ladies love bubbly.
Yes.
Yeah, and then with a Merc, just
Yeah.
some elegance in there.
Yes, of course, a lady with a Merc.
A lady
In
with a
Bambu, we
Merc.
say, "Meme winya we shete."
Right, yeah.
Exactly. So you spoke about some speakers that you, of course, had. You created a whole program for women.
Yes.
Run us through that thought process. These different speakers that you had speaking, these different individuals that were there. Run us through that thought process.
All right. When it comes to empowerment, the first woman that comes to my mind on the local platform is Pombili Shilongo, and she was one of our speakers.
Yes.
So she's a very powerful woman herself, and I had to have her on the platform, and I was grateful that she did get
Indeed.
on the program as well. And she not only was the MC, but she also gave the women a few empowerment notes as well.
Yes.
So she kind of shared her energy with us as well. So we needed that energy in the room.
Yes.
And then we have Maria. Maria Enko was the first female mechanic,
Ooh.
certified female mechanic in Namibia. So MNZ as well was very generous with this one by giving Maria a platform also to show ladies that we can do it too because
We
she's a
can do
lady.
it.
So it was an event by ladies
Yes.
for ladies.
Hmm.
So yeah. And then I think that is about all. With the presenters, we had 99 FM as well
Hmm.
to just bring that energy as well.
Of course,
So
of
we had
course.
99 FM on board as well. And yeah,
That's absolutely amazing to hear. Absolutely love that you curated a program dedicated to women. Of course, having Pombili Shilongo, who not only is an inspiration, but also the Mercedes Namibia brand ambassador.
yes.
And the first mechanic, run me through that. How did you find her? How did you actually, where did you find her? How did you find out she is the girl?
Ah, God just said, go there.
Go there.
Go there. Yeah. To be honest, uh, if anything, it's not a coincidence. It was just a matter of alignment. I walked into MNZ. So basically, long story short, I won a competition that was run by MNZ last year, a Valentine's competition. All right. And I'm like, I took a ride in a Merc, and I'm like, okay, Merc is on my vision board also. So I
Yes.
walked into MNZ and I asked them, okay, I have this idea. Would you allow?
Allow.
And they said yes. And then one of the members also mentioned, oh, we also have Maria, so we can also throw in Maria into your program. That's how I found her.
Amazing.
So, yes.
So God said this competition is for you to create a much bigger platform for
Of
other
course.
women to learn.
And then not only there, to one day drive my own.
Yes.
So I'm on the, you know, I'm
You're
on the way.
you're
I'm on
on
the
the way.
way.
You're
I'm
on the right
way.
path.
I'm on the right
You're
path.
on the right
I'm
path.
almost there.
Alrighty, don't go too far. We'll be back right after this trip to the marketplace.
Okay.
Well, of course, if you are just joining us, this is My.na Cars. Now, I'm seated here with Chisenga Mavuku, who is, of course, telling us about the amazing event that was aimed at empowering women, of course, teaching women how to change tires. We spoke about MNZ Motors, that was one of the sponsors. We had a lot of conversation here going. And I think my next question to you is, how was the overall turnout of the event? I mean, earlier you mentioned that there were a lot of ladies that came looking lovely, as per usual. So please run me through the overall turnout of the event.
All right. The turnout was okay. It could have been better. I think because it was the first event, most people didn't know what to expect.
Yes.
Because, I mean, what do you mean we are learning how to change tires at a branch? Yeah, so I got a lot of what do I wear? Or, okay, how much is it? You know, does it include food and everything else? So I think because it was the first one, the turnout was okay, but it could have been better.
Could have been
Could have
better.
been better. And I feel like because people didn't know what to expect, and the combination of the mechanical side of things and the branch was a bit like, people were a bit like, okay, so how? But then after, we got so many requests as
Requests,
to when is the next
recommendations.
one? Yes, when is the next one? Please let us know. That sounds cool. That sounds fun, and we'd love to be there. So.
I mean, that's absolutely amazing. Now, speaking on recommendations and speaking on expectations for possible attendees of the event, what were some key takeaways that you would say are leading you to have a much more successful and much bigger turnout for the next event?
I mean, car trouble doesn't discriminate. That's one thing for sure. And you do not have to have a license as well, by the way, to be found in a situation where you have some car trouble.
Yes.
So remember, most people also thought this event is only open to people that have licenses, women that have licenses. But remember, we had modern driving school
Yes.
on board, encouraging the ladies to also
come
get
and
their
win
license.
a
Exactly.
voucher.
We were winning 6 hours worth of driving school. Okay. So this was not only for ladies that have licenses, it was also open for ladies that don't have licenses. Because it was a learning curve. Because whether you have a license or not, and you're stuck between Okahanja and Binduk,
You are stuck.
you're stuck. You are stuck.
stuck.
So, and it doesn't discriminate. If it's just a group of ladies in a car, one of you is going to have to change it, or you're going to have to wait for someone to come.
To come, yes.
So if you know how, then you can do it and get on faster.
Amazing. I mean, earlier you mentioned that this idea was born from your procrastination to get that license.
Yes.
I don't know what is it that is stopping you from going to
Aye.
NATO's
So it's not
and
native.
proceeding.
It's not native. So listen to this. I have had my learner's license twice. Okay?
Yes.
And it expired. It's fear. Okay. I'm actually afraid of driving. Or I was afraid of driving. So I had fear. I'm trying to conquer
Overcome
that
the fear.
Yes. So it was actually just fear. Not necessarily anything to it, but just fear.
Just fear. And I think through this workshop, it was also just nice to know, like, when I get my license, this is how I change the tire for my Merc that I'm also going to have.
Yes. And it wasn't limited to changing tires.
Yes.
We were checking the oil. We were checking the specs of the car, the tires, where to put it, where does the spare wheel go. We're doing maintenance, lights. If this light comes on, it
What
looks like
happens?
this, but what is this? Okay, this one looks like a waterfall. This one looks like, what is this? And then she would literally explain every item on
Every
the dashboard.
item.
Yes.
That's really cool. So we're not just talking changing tires, we're
no.
talking having a fully equipped car.
fully equipped
Because I
car.
mean, when you're trying to travel, you obviously need to ensure most of the times that the car is fully checked.
Yes.
All right, so now we're talking about all these different skills that women were picking up at your event. Why do you think it's essentially very important for them to pick up on these skills, apart from the fact that they might be in that situation one day?
I believe it is empowering as women to know that we can do it too, basically. I think it was more of a empowerment as well, not necessarily if you're in that situation only, but just to know that, because I mean, car maintenance is stereotyped to men.
Men.
So let's try and change that in a fun way.
Yes. I think you answered my next question, but I'm still just going to ask because I think you might still have some more to mention. But how do you think this event impacted the women that were in attendance?
Hey, we left feeling like we run the world and we are ready for anything. And we're not going to be calling people about the lights. So, I mean, it empowered, for instance, for me, straight after that event, Monday morning, I was at Natus and I got my learners again.
Yes.
And I started driving with modern driving school. So I'm on my way to getting my license because how am I going to drive that Merc?
Yes, how?
I
How
need
are
to
you
drive the
going to
Merc.
be driven in luxury?
Exactly. So no more passenger princess.
Passenger, not even princess driver.
Princess driver.
Yes. All right. So will we possibly be seeing a next edition? If so, do you have some prospective dates that you want to share with us?
I am going to keep that under wraps for now because I actually have quite a number of interested parties. I just know it's going to be bigger and better than this one. And we are looking forward to also spreading it across Namibia, the coast and the northern parts as well.
Amazing.
Not limited to she drives, we have other editions as well. But you can also catch up with all of this information on our Instagram. Yes, that's
Please share your Instagram platform with us.
House Events Nam. Yeah, just House Events Nam actually.
House Events Nam.
House Events Nam.
All right, there you've heard it from Pulse Events themselves.
Yes.
This event will probably be coming close by to you, whether you're in the southern part of Namibia, whether in the northern or the coastal part, it will be coming. She Drives, an event aimed at empowering women around car maintenance. Very, very important, Leicester. You never know when that petrol light goes on, what exactly it means. And if you want to find out, She Drives is the place to be. My name is Hachika Porfi, and this was My.na Cars.
If you guys want to know what Athletes World is all about, you guys will definitely have to tune in for the episodes to see what goes on Athletes World. We will, just to give you guys an insight on what Athletes World is about, it's a show that dives deeper into the life of athletes, is finding out what they are all about, and they get to tell us what their favorite foods are, what their greatest moments are, and what their worst moments are in sports as well. So you guys tune into the episode. It also plays every Wednesday on DSTV. Here is where you find out more about athletes, and not just athletes, but also the unsung heroes.
And finally, flat tire, no stress. We are showing you a simple step-by-step guide on how to change your tire confidently and safely, and to get you back on the road with all the confidence that you need. Have a look.
Before you think about checking up the car, you see the guy is not. before you think about jacking up the car, you don't just jack whatever you want to jack. You can't jack the car here. You can't jack just. You can come down here.
Yeah, then Maria, there by the gym.
There's a space where you jack. It's here. It's here. It's here and there. Specific.
Yeah, specific. Okay.
Yeah, there.
Okay, now before you jack it up, loosen your wheels. Because, yeah, just loosen them a bit. Because when you jack it up, the wheel is going to roll like this. You won't be able to loosen. Do this.
Come on.
Yes, lady.
Oprah is not yet here, but when she arrives, I will let you know.
You see, it's now up. Okay, take your tool. And you remove your wheel. See, now they are loose. Now your flat tire, it's off.
Make it so easy. Honestly. So effective.
Now it's now a matter of put the other one. You can I put the spray wheel on? Or can I just put it back?
Just put it back. We're just driving to MZ.
Okay. So Mercedes,
Just hold it.
No problem. See, I'm participating, please, when you're giving your prizes.
it's not easy now just to put it on and then you make it straight.
What do you mean, Maria? Or you just can't put it on like that?
You can, but as a lady, it's going to be now like, it won't be straight. This hole won't be straight. For them to be straight, you have this tool. You have that tool. It's just a tool. Yeah. You can give it a name.
Straight tool.
Okay. You get that tool. Make it straight there. Nicely straight.
That time we had the roadblock of I did it was just nowhere afraid to see a lion.
See. It's on. Now you take your spoon.
And you start where it's going.
You also put it on, when you're putting on the screws, do you put it in the cross way or do you just put it on?
Yeah, you put it on the cross. You tighten them.
Come on. You take a diamond.
You can.
Come on.
You can even show us now. Can you? Then you take out your tool. Take your tool. If you put it down now, it won't tight like it's on tight. Tighten a little bit. It so it's still far. Then you can remove your jack. Yes.
And now, getting into our next segment, the Namibia Rugby Union is shifting gears with a major new partnership. Yes, Noble Motor Company is now the official sponsor of the Namibia Rugby Union, powered by Jetour, Jetour, and the Ford Wildtrak X. Let's take a look and see how that went down.
Distinguished guests, today marks a significant milestone in the journey of Namibian rugby. It is with great pride and excitement that we announce our new partnership with Noble Motor Company as the official vehicle sponsor of the Namibia Rugby Union. This partnership is not merely about vehicles. It is about mobility, progress, and the shared ambition of reaching new heights. With the backing of some of the most dynamic and fast growing automotive brands in Namibia, Amoda Jaiku, Jetour, and the rugged and reliable Ford Wildtrak. I've actually emphasized on that one. The NRU is now better equipped to extend and deliver our key programs across every region of the country. The remarkable rise of the Amoda Jaiku and Jetour brands and the Ford Wildtrak brands in Namibia is a statement to innovation and excellence. We are deeply grateful for the commitment and through the support programs such as the Rugby Rising, Play, Empower initiatives will now have even greater reach and impact, building a lasting legacy for rugby development amongst boys and girls across Namibia. So I will hand over to our director.
Rugby World Cup qualifiers taking place in July 2025. As Director of Rugby, now equipped with a Ford Wildtrak X, I'll be able to cover vast distances from the southern regions of Namibia and beyond, ensuring that the high-performance structures are fully operational and accessible to players throughout the country. Under the proud banners of Amoda Jaiku, Jetour, and Wildtrak X, Namibia will proudly host Uganda on the 14th of June at the coast of Walvis Bay, the Pumas from South Africa on the 21st of June 2025, Italy on 27th June 2025, with both of the latter matches scheduled to take place at the Huggy Geingob Stadium. These important fixtures form part of our preparation for the World Cup journey, and the support from Noble Motor Company ensures we are logistically and operationally ready for this crucial campaign. In closing, on behalf of the entire Namibian Rugby Union, I extend my heartfelt thanks to Noble Motor Company and the teams behind Amoda Jaiku, Jetour, and Ford. Your belief in Namibian rugby is catalyst for growth, and together we will drive rugby into a new era, reaching the furthest corners of a beautiful country with passion, professionalism, and pride. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers on our floor. Today marks a proud moment for us as Noble Motors as we join the Namibian Rugby Union. An institution not only representing sporting excellence in Namibia, but also embodies resilience, unity, and passion. At Noble Motors, through our brands Ford, Jetour, Amoda, and Jaiku, we share these very same values. Each vehicle we offer stands for innovation, strength, and spirit of adventure, qualities that mirror the commitment and the character of the Namibian rugby team. This partnership is more than about logos, jerseys, and banners and matches. It's about investing in our communities, supporting dreams, and building a future where young athletes can thrive. And this cup is testimony to that, both and off the field. Through this sponsorship, we aim to empower the next generation, to provide better opportunities for grassroots development, and to reinforce the belief that success is achieved together through hard work, perseverance, and pride. Rugby teaches us teamwork, respect, and integrity, values that are central to how we do business within our Noble Motor Group. We believe in supporting organizations that inspire people to do better, to aim higher, and never give up. just like the remarkable Welwitschia team does every time they step onto the field. Together with Ford's legacy of toughness, Jetour's spirit of exploration, Amoda's futuristic vision, and Jacob's drive for bold innovation, we are confident that this partnership will blaze a new trail for sport, for the youth, and for Namibia. We thank you, the Welwitschia Rugby Union, for trusting us to be part of this journey. We look forward to a roaring together forward success and future filled with opportunity, pride, and victory. Thank you.
And that's a wrap for this week's episode of My.na Cars. I hope you learned a lot because I surely did, even though I didn't get to get my hands dirty. But next time. And from me, Diana Master, this has been My.na Cars. I'll see you again next week, same time, same place. Until then, bye.